Hello, hello everyone. I'm Vamshi Kusma as an intern. Now I want to explain my project, which recently said Tawfiq sir. I am apologizing. My apologies for my late submission. I want to do my project better, so I took so much time. So please, this is my our project PayPal provider system. Let's see. Let's run our project and test it. First, clean our project. Clean Spring Boot Spring Boot run. See, our project is cleaned and appoint server, Tomcat server on the port of 8083, and I want to show the response. Here is our payment control class. We use this endpoint to get our project. Let's see our port number. Tomcat 8083. Let's clear all this. We used post method, so we have to use the local host 8083 slash. Yes, we have to paste this. Okay. See, this is our token body. This is our body, and this is our API token, access token. Sorry, this is our access token. I want to show my code. This is our payment controller. Controller is the entry point to our project, and we created in this class we code one method is create order. In that we have to create order. Payment service dot create order. I will show this. This is our interface payment service, and this interface is implemented by this payment service IMPL class. So in that interface, we wrote one method, create order method. So in this method, this is our create order method. In this method, we write logic to access token for token dot get access token, and we created another class for access token. A service. This is act token service. In that, we write and get access token method to get the this logic is to get access token. I will show one by one. Close. Okay, I will show one by one. payment token access token. In token service class, we return get access token method. This logic is used helps to get access token. In this, we use header object header header HPTT headers class for in for headers to call the UPH. It is the head to pass headers to call this method, and we create all this Java object as a separate class. It's when we press F3, we go to see this. All these object inputs are we created separate HTTP request class, and by using Lombard data annotation, we will use getters and setters. In this response entity method, we use HTTP call make call. This method is in HTTP service engine class. I want to show the class. This is our HTTP service class. This in this class we use REST client to call to invoke the API. We use REST client. REST client is a generally synchronized way to invoke the APIs. So we use the REST client here, and we write REST client logic here, HTTP service engine. We injected through constructor injection. We injected this REST client class through constructor injection response entity, and we code and we write a method make a HTTP call to call this or to invoke our API. In this, we use REST client methods dot URL. Here we have to place that URL. So all these inputs, we create separate HTTP request as before I shown to you. This is HTTP request. We create all the inputs of this class, all the parameters of this class separately, like HTTP method, string URL, HTTP headers, string request body. Here is URL, here is header to class client token and client ID, and here is the dot request body. We pass client token and client secret as dynamically. Here I want to show you. It was in application local dot properties file. Here is our client ID and here is our client secret and here is our auth URL. So we pass dynamically here. How I will show in token service. See, here is we at the rate we use at the rate value annotation to pass that values dynamically in this string and in this client ID string, client secret string, and or URL string, and we give the and then we call here. Here we pass as a parameters client ID and client secret, client dot content type. As I said before, we created all these parameters as a separate Java object, HTTP dot request. By using Lombard annotation at the rate data, we create getter setter automatically. Control plus O. I will show this method. Here is that method. and we call these methods in this token service to make this class generic. So we use it that type of way. Here is here http dot set http methods http method dot post http dot set URL as auth URL that we passed here dynamically, and set request body constant request body. This is constant value. We create separate package and separate class for the constants. Public static final string body. I created differently by use some other source. Public static final string body. This is our key grant type, and this key is equal to value key value pair. This is our grant type is a key and client credential is a value. HTTP service. We pass here dynamically. Constant that body. We, we initialize here like a static, so we directly use class name dot body to get directly without creating any object. And we here HTTP set headers. We pass headers as a parameter. Here is our header. Here is our header dot obj. Client ID and client secret we pass as a parameter. Here is response entity string. Response is called HTTP service engine. Make response call. We pass all this HTTP service class, and there is a method make HTTP call. We pass all this HTTP Java object by passing parameter here. Let's let's see our class. Here is HTTP service engine. In that class, we code a method make HTTP call. It method it accepts HTTP object called HTTP request. As I said before, it's a HTTP object, Java object. Then we use that in that class. We set that methods, and in this method we use to get that HTTP get HTTP methods. HTTP dot get URL to get the URL. HTTP dot get HTTP headers and HTTP dot get request body dot entity. This dot entity to convert our it's written as a Java string object. We set HTTP headers and HTTP. This method calls the HTTP call. It invokes the API and gives the response, log response. I return that response. It is in the form of JSON data. So while calling this, we get it is in the data JSON string. String is the form of JSON data. While we invoke this method, then we get response in the string JSON form. Here is that, and we convert that JSON string into Java object. Use Jackson library. As we know, Jackson library can convert Java JSON to Java, Java to JSON, vice versa. Here is that method object mapper. Mapper is equal to object. In TryBlock, we use that code. This is the this is the Java object class. After conversion, would like string, scope, access token, access type, app ID, express in. um, We use the iterate data for get to get data setters. As we convert this into the Java object, there is some distance. And here is after converting this JSON string to Java object, it converts like oh this OAuth token object. Here is the parameter. Here is the objects like string scope, access token, access token type, app ID, expressing nouns. Let's get back to our token class. In this method, we pass our JSON string here, object that read JSON type here, and it converts to the OAuth token dot class Java object. After we converted, we initiated in this string token as a Java object, and we returned in this method. Sorry, there is some glitch in my laptop. After converting JSON string to Java object, we initiated that Java object in token string access dot get access token, then returning here as over direct JSON and as well as token Java object token by dividing into the next line slash n. There is this and we converted and it is now converted into the Java object, and let's we try to run it and I will show you. Here is the let's rerun it, and this is JSON string and this is Java object get access token. It's completely done. So thank you guys, and I uploaded some of these projects in my GitHub profile also. I want to show you. And this is my project. Thank you for giving this opportunity. It helps me a lot for my communication. In first demo and in second demo, I improved a lot, and very thanks to my team. So that's it.